I think I look so different when I literally have like no makeup on whatsoever, and my lips are really swollen at the moment. Hello beautiful, I hope you are well. I look ridiculously different, to be honest. My hair is really greasy. I've got like no makeup on. So, as already in the title, I've had back surgery. I'm going to get straight into the video. This is where I've been living for like literally the last 2 weeks. I got in this morning, that's why it actually looks really nice. When I actually get in the bed, but I've literally been living in my bed. I've had back surgery on the 27th of December. Quickly, briefly, let you know that I was in a car accident. It would be now we're in 2020. It's my first video of 2020 and like it's just such a downer video and I'm so sorry. 4 years ago in April, me and Ben was in a car accident and a woman just decided to come out, give way, so she, you know, it was straight onto oncoming traffic. It got to the point where Ben couldn't even get out of the passenger side door. He was in the passenger side and I was driving, and he was like, I can't get out, because she dented my door in that much. The front of the passenger side arch of the car as well, so it was complete write off. It was my first ever car. A&E the next day, because I was just like in so much pain. It was more like shock than anything. And then as the night went on, because it happened at like tea time, I was like, my back is really starting to hurt, and I just thought, oh, it's just the trauma of the fact that a woman has just gone into me. The next day, and they're like, oh, it's just whiplash, and I was like, okay, right, okay. And then they were like, oh, we'll give you these tablets, just take them. And they were just literally fobbing me off with lots and lots of tablets. Literally for like the first year after the accident, it was, you have whiplash, don't worry, it's just a strain on your back, like it's nothing. I worked in retail, and it was just, I think it was a busy Saturday, and I was restarting all of the bedding out, and I ended up getting rushed into hospital. So then there was that, I got rushed into hospital because the pain was so bad. It then went into the side, to the point where my manager at the time thought I was in labour. He was like, you're not in labour, are you? I was like, no. And he was like, literally what you're doing, it seems like you're in labour. My body went into shutdown. I think it was my grandma. She was literally like, right, go see my physio, who was a private physio. Right, you need an MRI doing. Something is more wrong. Your alignment's out. He was clever, like he was clever. Is that my discs were bulging. So what that means is, like, obviously you have your spine, and then in between your spine you've got little discs, and it was my L3, L4 and L5, which is right at the bottom of like your spine, and they were all bulging. So after that, that's when doctors were like, oh, it's not whiplash, it's something more than this. When the process of my surgery then came along, so before going into the surgery process, they were like, right, Becca, we need to try different things. You are really young. Seeing the chiropractor, and I'd already seen the physio, so I didn't have to see them, you know. They tried the next 2018. I had acupuncture, and I had 2 sessions of them, and it was awful. This nurse was very lovely and she said, right, you need to go see our osteopath, which is the person who clicks the your spine or relieve the tension of the pain. And then that didn't work out. The steroid injections, this is getting far now. So then I had 3 lots of steroid injections. It started October 2018 and they ended last year in 2019. Didn't work out either. That made me really bad. And then she was like, nah, you need to have surgery. The 10th of December, so I went to hospital, and obviously I had my appointment was at 1 o'clock. I wasn't allowed to eat or drink or anything, so I was absolutely starving at this point, and I hadn't drank anything since 7 o'clock in the morning. I got obviously my blood pressure done, my temperature, like they check all that and everything. So doctor, and he said, right, you are going to get 6 points. So you've got your L3, your L4 and your L5. So 3, 4, 5. You're going to get point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points. And they're going to inject straight into right next to the spine. They injected anesthetic, obviously, in each of these points, and then they put another like thicker injection into it as well, into each point. And then inside of that injection, they then injected a dye, like blue or purple dye, because at the same time I was getting x-rayed. Then the doctor knew exactly where to put these injections. So they injected into the nerve around the spine, and sort of like near and into the disc as well, as to try and help stop the pain. Are we going out or are we going in? A lot of injections. I was half awake and half asleep. A cannula, there was no magic cream. Gonna put that out there. When you hit a certain age you don't get magic cream anymore, and I was absolutely devastated. So I was really nervous, very overwhelming, because it was like I'm finally hopefully gonna get an answer for the pain I've been going through. Like, it's chronic. Like, some days are better than others. Like, there's days where I'm like, oh, you know what, on a scale of 1 to 10 my pain's been a 4 today, but maybe it's because I've not really done that much, or work has been an alright day, you know, I've not been here, there and everywhere. Quite a lot. They put the cannula in, which obviously goes into your vein, and they control like the drugs what go inside of you to try and help relax you and ease you and to really numb you out. I also had a mask on and I was laid on my tummy, and obviously I had my gown. And all I really remember was being in a lot of pain, and they was talking about Christmas and talking about cats. So that was really good. Everyone seemed to have cats, and I was like telling them stories about my cats and they were telling me stories about theirs. I don't really remember it, to be honest. I just remember talking about cats in Christmas, and I was asking everyone like, oh, did you have a nice Christmas? That's all I remember. Maybe I was repeating it, I don't know. It was horrible, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna go get like branch injections, it's not very nice. Quite long surgery. I was in there for about just over an hour. Healed back into like recovery where you can see your family or friends and stuff, and I was there, and all I remember was demanding for brown bread for toast. I felt really sick. I felt like I was going to throw up. Yeah, and then Ben was feeding me toast and I was like, this isn't margarine, this is like full fat butter. I can taste it and it tastes good. That's all I really remember. Nurse was giving me lots of information and I don't remember any of that information, but I am keeping a pain diary, like how I feel when I get up in the morning, how I feel maybe like 5-10 minutes after that, and then any pain levels I will always make sure that I mark it down. I'm having a lot of moments where I'm like, wow, okay, this pain is going, but then I have maybe a 10 for the worse. I am still getting pains into my side. Got rushed into hospital, so I know when to really take it easy when that pain comes, and it's coming a lot more often at the moment. So I'm making sure that I go up and down the stairs. I am now getting showered on my own, which is really good. Change the bedding. It is so painful, but I make sure that I try and do it. Obviously Ben is really trying to help me as well, which is being absolutely amazing, so thank you so much, Ben. Just trying to get my life back to normal again. That is my surgery. That is what happened. I haven't really been posting much, and I just thought, you know what, you guys, I just wanted to let you know that I've had surgery, and I gave you a bit of a backstory then, and I'm going to stop rambling because I've just told you about my surgery and I don't need to talk anymore. You guys have met Jinx. We got a new kitten, didn't we? You're beautiful. Look at you. I really need to go lay down because my back is really hurting like this. You're a lot better than what I am right now because I'm in so much pain. I'm on a lot of medication. Yeah, so I'll see you again in my next video, which will be very soon. I love you lots.